Rear Admiral Girish Kumar Garg, it's a complex, layered situation. Clearly, there are no. It's in a grey area, one way or the other. But tell us, the fact that an attack like this happens on in Indian Ocean waters, India is widely considered as the guardian of the Indian Ocean. It is, be it the US, be it the Quad, all of it looks upon India to guard the Indian Ocean. This is right there in our backyard, and not once but twice.
I think when we say that India is the guardian of Indian Ocean, I think we are stretching it too far to say that every inch of Indian Ocean, whatever happens, whichever submarine is lurking underwater, India will have knowledge about it, and India is obligated to take actions against it, take care of any ship which is endangered. I think that is a very wrong interpretation. Even U.S. Navy does not have the wherewithal to in their waters, to keep track of 24/7 of every
No,
inch
but
of waters.
Rear Admiral Girish Kumar Garg, India is seen as leading the efforts to keep the waters of the Indian Ocean calm, along with other powers which operate in the region. Clearly, it is not just India. But in that sense, the fact that this has happened, and not very far from Kanyakumari.
I agree with you, but you see, we need to understand how the maritime theater operates. Especially in the underwater domain. If the somebody is lurking underwater, there is no way that so many thousands of miles or hundreds of miles away from Indian territory, India can deploy resources 24/7 to know what's happening there. It's not visible. You can't track it through satellites. If it's above water or it's on land, your satellites you can 24/7
But
track.
now that it's happened, do you think it warrants a response, or it doesn't warrant a response from be it the Indian Navy or the Indian government?
I don't think it warrants a response. I mean, I wouldn't say it warrants a military or naval response. Yes, humanitarian aspect, you can say that from a humanitarian point of view, it may warrant a response to say that we are sorry that this happened. But to say that Indian Navy is responsible for it and therefore Indian Navy should apologize or feel bad about it, I don't think.
No, but more in the sense that it question the fact that if there's something like this so close to Indian waters, international waters, is taking place, there should have been prior communication with India.
Absolutely. In war, we all say that it's all fair in love and war. So you don't expect international diplomatic protocols to be followed in the event of war. I'm sure US would never have shared this intelligence with India, saying that your Iranian ship is leaving as your guest, and we are going to attack it. I don't think that. Forget about in this situation. Any situation, any country will do this kind of prior information, and if they do it and then expect the other country to keep quiet, I think that will be too much. So I think anybody who's expecting that the US should have informed India or warned India in advance that we are going to take this action, I think they're asking too much. Too much, not only from United States of America, which I think as the ambassador brought out, that they've put all protocols and all rules to the dustbin. But even a country which is in war and following the laws and laws of international laws, it would be too much for us to expect them to forewarn India and say that we are going to do this.
Fair enough.